Sorry, my bad. I had the speakers plugged in, and thanks, Reese. I appreciate that. And Reese, I saw your name. I went through all the names in the thing, and your name is still in the draw. So Reese Vargas, you are still in the YouTube draw. So who knows whose name will be picked today? Me too. Yes, Vincenze, you're in there too. So anyway, um, thanks for joining in. It's going to be a short live stream because Wendy and I are going to go out for Chinese food. We've been very busy. We went up to the nursery this morning and bought a bunch of plants. I think we only intended on buying a couple of plants. She wanted to get a few perennials and a few dracaenas, small dracaenas, cordyline. But I ended up buying another pineapple guava and another, what else did I get? Oh, we got a eucalyptus neglecta and also a Pacific wax myrtle. Now, Pacific wax myrtle, if you're not familiar with, is a native tree to our west coast, the far west coast of Vancouver Island. So it's a broadleaf evergreen tree, and we have quite a few of them in our garden now. They're not that big, but they will grow pretty good here. So we planted everything, and she wanted another eucalyptus neglecta, and they had one left at the nursery down the road, and so I planted that as well. So Wendy likes to sell eucalyptus bundles in our farm stand, our roadside farm stand. So eucalyptus neglecta is actually a really nice tree because they have very fragrant, oily leaves on them. Very, very strong fragrance of eucalyptus. So if you live in a cooler growing zone, you might want to try a eucalyptus neglecta. Just watch your branch, Edula, Bria, Intofino, Joe. Yeah, that's actually a really nice palm, and it's been there for quite a long time. That's my buddy Brian's garden. He's also a fellow member of the Pacific Northwest Palm Society, and he planted that, like I say, years ago. And what's really nice is his Phoenix canariensis, doing very well. Been in the garden over 10 years, no protection, and it's got a pretty good sized trunk on it now, about like that. And so we'll see. We'll keep you updated on it. We'll be back there in the fall. Hey, Palm Tree Dude, good to see you in there. We'll be back in Tofino in the fall, and we'll do an update on Brian's garden, and it looks really good. It's pretty nice. Yeah, the Brahia edulus looks really good. I tell you who else has got a really big one is Jeff, buddy Jeff in Victoria. He's also a member of our Palm Society, and he's got a pretty good size one, much larger than Brian's in Tofino. He's also got a really nice Brahia armata. Hi there, Camel's in there too. Good to see you in there. Yeah, he's also got a really nice Brahia armata in his garden. It's been there since, I think, 2006, so 15 years now. Amazing weather, 84. That is toasty. Nice, 84 degrees. Yeah, it's 10 degrees here right now, so that's 50 here degrees. There's 13 today, and it's 10 right now. So we're up to 56 or 57, and it's 10. All the trees are getting their leaves. Oh, that's a good thing. You got to like that when trees get their leaves. Well, I tell you what, it's evergreens all around us, so it doesn't look any different any time of the year here. It's always green here because there's a lot of conifers and BLEs, like lots of arbutus and Douglas fir and cedar and grand fir, and there's what else in there? Western hemlock, and there's also some yew trees. We had 79. Toasty. Nice. 64 is toasty too. You got to like that, Palm Tree Dude. That's nice and warm, and Camel's got 84. See the benefits of living in the deep south. You live at those lower latitudes, you're going to warm up faster than we do way up here in the Great White North. And, I scraped frost yesterday morning at our parks workshop. Terrible area there. It's cold. It's mostly evergreen trees, but there's a lot of them. Yeah, well, the only non-evergreen trees around us are the big leaf maple, and down in the ravine are the alders. That's it. And maples actually have an elevation where they stop here on Salt Spring Island. You get to a certain elevation, and there's no more maples. Tomorrow, and we have dogwood. We have native dogwood beside our sun deck, which is nice. Tomorrow it's my turn for a tornado. Ooh, you got to be careful there. Yikes. When you're driving to the West Coast, there's a lot of signs up, and it says tsunami evacuation route. So when you're driving to the West Coast, they are prone to, well, they're not prone. They can get tsunamis, but it's been a long time since they've had one. But there's special routes. So if a tsunami's coming and the tsunami warning sounds, you escape up one of those routes to higher ground. The only Rabo way to tell is because of high temp. There you go. Yeah. Here, it does look the same pretty much year round. It is green. The garden doesn't look any different year round. And around us, the vegetation is always green. So there's not really a lot of deciduous trees here, especially on the north end of Salt Spring Island. It's a very green place. Like I say, I can take this and show you out the window in the wintertime, and I can show you out the window now in the spring, and it looks exactly the same. Especially Bermuda grass comes out in the summer. Cool. It's funny here on Salt Spring Island, the grass goes brown here in the summer, and we start mowing, like actually in the winter, you can start mowing here. And right now it's perfectly green, the grass, but it'll dry out really bad. By July, it'll start to get pretty dry. Bermuda, we have mondo grass here. We have a lot of mondo, black mondo grass we grow, and we don't really have any grass. We have no grass in our garden. It's just, we're grassless. We're lawnless here. We don't have any lawn here to mow. It's all gardens with pathways going through them, because I really don't like lawn. As I look after sports fields and park lawns in my job, working for the Parks Department, so we don't have any here. And monkey grass. Yeah, we have the mondo grass here. It's a black mondo Randy's got in the gardens, and it looks really nice. And you know what? It's evergreen. The mondo grass is evergreen here. Last summer, I visited Tioga County, Pennsylvania. They have dry summers, wet. Oh, interesting. Okay, kind of like us. We have wet winters. We're in the dry season now. We're watering. Wendy was out watering, and I was watering too. The garden is getting dry. So I'm really looking forward to getting some rain. And so the rainy months are the winter months here. So mid to late fall it starts. It goes right through the winter. That's when we get all of our rain for the year. The most annual precipitation dumps in the winter months. They got a lot colder in the winter than here in Salt Spring. Oh, is that right? Interesting, Palm Tree Dude. Yeah. Like I say, the coldest temperature we had was 27.6 degrees Fahrenheit. I harvested some unusually small sable palmetto seeds earlier. Oh, you should put them in your pockets. Fill your pockets up. Fill your pockets up with seeds. That's what you got to do. Well, just don't bring them through the border, though. If you're ever bringing seeds through the border, it's best to mail them. If you're somewhere else and you harvest seeds, mail them back. Have you ever tried growing gunner? Oh, yeah. I had gunner. I grew gunner years ago, back in the 1980s. I had massive ones at my last location, just south of Vancouver. And we had them here too, but unfortunately, when my pond level overflowed the gunnera, it overflowed the banks and covered up the gunnera crown. It flooded it out and rotted it. So, and then the deer would eat it too. So the only gunnera we have is a small one in a pot, and it stays in that 5 or 10 gallon pot in the upper pond, and it just stays out there year round in the pot, and it's fine. I got seeds. Just live seed. I just not live. Oh, well, you'll easily grow them. I just got a shipment of Sable, Louisiana seeds last week, and I just sowed them in the baggie method. So they're from the south via Quebec. A friend in Quebec sent them to me. So I guess there was 80 or 100 seeds, something like that. So I threw them in the baggie, and the Sable, Louisiana seeds will germinate. They do like warmth. They do like heat to germinate, that's for sure. Sable, Louisiana is a nice hardy palm. We do have some smaller ones in the garden. I was just looking at a picture of Walt Rockefeller's Sable palmetto that he planted years ago as a small one. It's actually a pretty big palm now. He's in North Seattle, so I'm sure that thing must be producing some seed. I'm going to do the draw. Hey, Wendy, do you want to do this draw here? I need to plant my ball. Oh, we have bald cypress. We have one in the pond. Mule palms are doing good, Vincenze. We have a couple of mule palms in the garden. Okay, we're going to draw. So we got a lot of names in the draw. You see that? See all the names in the draw there? So we will do shake them up, shake them up, shake them up. There's a lot of names in that draw. Okay, Wendy's going to put her hand in the draw bucket. Okay, so Wendy's got smaller hands than me, so we shake it all up, shake it up, so we can see. You see, you shake her a little bit with the lid on, shake her up, and they look like they're pretty good to me. Okay, all right. So you can see that draw bucket.
Okay, yeah, I'm not looking in.
Wendy's going to put her hand in the draw bucket. You're not going to look in?
No, I'm not.
You don't need to look in. Okay, the draw is happening.
I'm mixing them up. Okay. All right. Here we go. Whoop. Who is it?
I don't know. You say, okay, Shiv, we're going to keep you in suspense. We're going to keep you in suspense. We're going to keep you away. We're going to keep you in suspense.
Sorry, I said it.
We're going to keep you in suspense. Don't say it. You guys didn't hear that.
I think they heard
I love how this week is going to be in the 80s high, 70s low. Okay, so Wendy just picked a name. Oh, okay. We know who that is. We know who that is. Okay, Wyatt Smith. Hello, Wyatt Smith.
Hi, Wyatt.
The last little bit of cold. Yeah, I think cold is totally done here. Our last frost was February 14th here. Okay, so today's winner is Aloha, Jane Tang. So you got to,
backwards.
I know it's backwards. You got to, what up, bro? Michael Morris. Good to see you there. You got a week to claim the prize, Jane. She's not in here right now. So, and I can contact Jane actually on People Who Love Palm Trees, which is good. So, Jane, congratulations to Jane Tang. Yay. And Jane lives in Honolulu. She actually lives in Kapahulu. Okay. So we'll send her a sticker and we'll send her some soap. I can't send her seeds and a card.
I'll go get her.
Wendy's gonna go get her card. So Jane is the winner. Congrats to Jane if you're here. Yeah, I don't think Jane is in here yet. But Jane, if you're in there, congratulations. Wendy pulled your name out of the draw. So like I say, we've taken a lot of names out of the draw. And so he's got a better chance of winning. Yeah, we're going for Chinese food. Wendy suggested fish and chips. I love fish and chips. Don't get me wrong. But I'm more in the mood for Chinese food.
I don't know if we gave this card.
Let's see. Which is the card Jane won?
I don't know what Jane. I don't know if you can see that.
Those are native arbutus trees.
Arbutus trees and the ocean.
Those are Salt Spring Island native arbutus trees.
That's only part of the painting that I did, but that painting ended up in Vernon, BC.
So it's in Vernon, BC. Yeah, so Wendy's paintings are actually on the card she sells in her gallery. So these are her art cards, handmade art cards. So there you go.
In our yard.
Yeah. So anyway, I want to tell you something. Our arbutus trees are already sprouting. So I germinate arbutus trees every year from the berries I collect from the trees, and they're already up. I just shot a video, and they're very tiny right now, but they're up in the seed flat. It's like we're in the dry season here, Camel, unfortunately, and I really don't like the dry season. I actually don't like it at all. I wish our summers were wet. I really do wish I wish it was opposite here. I wish our summers were wetter and our winters were drier, because if our summers were wetter and our winters were drier, we'd be able to grow a lot more stuff. You know that? Just like Locarno, Switzerland, and Lugano. Wetter summers, hot and humid, which I don't like hot and humid, but I like drier winters, and we'd be able to grow way more stuff. That's for sure. You should see what grows in Locarno and Lugano, Switzerland. Absolutely amazing. Oh, and Jane won a sticker. She won a Southern Gulf Island sticker. There's our islands in there, Southern Gulf Islands. And she won some soap. So Jane, she won some Lucky Lager beer soap. So that's going to be off to Hawaii, to the island of Oahu. Wait, it rains all the time. Yeah, not here. It doesn't. It's dry here, man. Very dry here in the Southern Gulf Islands. I kiss the babies in there. Yeah, we get 30 to 35 inches annually here where we are at this end of the island. So, and drier on the outer islands, much drier. They're under 30 inches of precipitation. Down around 26, I think, something like that. 25, 26 on the other Gulf Islands. They're more in the rain shadow. Yeah, and Wyatt Smith, it's very rare to get thunderstorms here. It really is. And when we do get one, it's very exciting. When we get a thunderstorm, I'm like totally excited and go out and shoot a video. So too, but so can Florida, northern Florida especially, right? Northern Florida can get hammered, and often it hits the citrus groves, and they scramble to put their smudge pots out there and keep things warm so they don't freeze, right? And then the price of citrus goes skyrocketing. Oh, wait, you saw my video. What video, Wyatt? Yeah, I always thought South Carolina's a different version of Florida. I'd like to live in South Carolina. Would be a cool place to live, I think. So would North Carolina. I think those would be nice states for sure. I know it grows there. I mean, it's a pretty awesome place. If palm trees grow there, I really like it. Joe, would you get 1 week thunderstorms and go crazy? Yeah, no, we don't. We don't get hurricanes and we don't get thunderstorms here. Like, no, I won't say we won't get thunderstorms. Pretty rare. I have a video of the thunderstorm approaching on my channel. Oh, cool. Wyatt Smith. That's pretty cool. Gotta love weather videos. Thunderstorms are pretty awesome. Cool. So she probably makes great Chinese food, Michael Morris. Yeah, you guys would get them too, Mike. Blast off. Trying to germinate more. Oh, yeah. I've never, you know what, Vincenze? I've never germinated those before, but I bet you could grow those in the baggy method. Wania australis, which is a very hardy palm. I think native to an island somewhere, right? The Florida coast to south. Cool. So yeah, and you got to think South Carolina has native sable palmetto, native sable minor, and Serrano repens, right? Those are the only palms native to South Carolina, which is very cool because there are no palm trees native to where I live. There was at one time, but millions of years before I was born. So South Carolina is the low, very similar to Florida. Cool. Very awesome place. So anyway, Wendy, we will send Jane a soap. We will send her a sticker, and we cannot send seeds to Hawaii. And native too, the American alligator. And this. So this is what Jane has won. Jane has won these things, and these will be going to Aloha Land, the land of Aloha. So Jane, if you're in there, congratulations to you. And like I say, she's on People Who Love Palm Trees. So I will get her on the board. Northeast Texas Zone 8A in the house. Garden of Twitty. Garden of Twitty. Cool. Hey, y'all. Right on. Good to see you in there. Your name's still in the draw, too. Sable Reapins. Oh, needle. I forgot about needle palms. I forgot about needle palms, Rhipidophyllum hystrix. Those are one of my favorites. Deforestation, reforestation. Yeah, Chilean island. Yeah, they're pretty hardy. And they'll grow in Ireland. They should grow in Scotland, and they'll grow in parts of England, too. Good to be here. Well, it's good that we have you here, Garden of Twitty. The typos. I know Cyrano is a nice palm. And I'd like to try one again in the garden. I tried one at my last location. Unfortunately, it bit the big one in the blast of winter. When you're in zone 8A, 8B, it's different than gardening here on these islands, right? So that's why I actually moved here to this island so I could grow more palm trees and more exotic plants without getting them hammered in the winter months. Pindo palms better than that. Do you really? See, I'm opposite, Blastoff. I like needle palms over a pindo palm. If I could have a big needle palm over a big pindo palm, I'd have a needle palm any day. I like fan palms better than feather palms. I'm going outside tomorrow. Take a picture of the tall. Okay, cool. Do it. Do it, Camel. I'll send you some Cyrano. Oh, that'd be cool. I'll send you some seed back for sure. I love Cyrano. I've grown a lot of them from seed and I've sold them, but I haven't tried any in this garden. Oh, thanks, Larry. Yeah, they're doing really well. I should have taken the bubble plastic off mid-March, but I was so busy. We're just so busy in the nursery right now. And, we had to get the roof on the pump house. We had a metal roof sitting there. And since last year, so we put the roof on Tuesday. We put the metal roof on the pump house / well house. Yeah, you like feather palms better. Yeah, no, I like feather palms too, but I prefer fan palms. Like I'd rather have if I had my choice, I'd have a Bismarckia over a coconut palm. You know what I mean? I love Bismarckia. Palm tree, dude. Does it travel? I'm afraid of shipping. No, they won't. Palm tree, dude, when they come from the States, they go by airmail, right? But when I ship seed palms across Canada, they go by, that's when I start sending palm tree seedlings. Oh, there goes my stream. Getting out of the military and building a subtropical. Cool. That'd be awesome, Michael Morris. Get a monsoon level rain tomorrow. Camel. Well, it's good for the garden. 78 here yesterday. That's toasty, Blastoff. What's the biggest Robusta? There are no Robusta here. Nobody grows Robusta on Salt Spring Island that I know of. They're useless. There's some big ones in England. England is actually milder than here. You know what I mean? So Robusta is a short-term palm on Salt Spring Island. You know what I mean? They're not a good palm. If you can keep them dry in the wintertime, they seem to be okay. Like if you cover them up. But you get a cold blast, it's going to knock them back. It's safe to send them. It would be fine. Seeds are fine. Seeds are fine, palm tree dude. Seedlings are not fine. Bare root seedlings will freeze. Seeds can take more cold. I actually posted a link to my thunderstorm video, your recent videos. Oh, did you? Okay, I didn't see it. And I don't always watch all my videos. Believe it or not, I don't watch my videos. I just watch them when I shoot them, and then I put them on, and I kind of forget about them. Unless there's comments, I answer it. Yep, Trachycarpus palms grow right beside the ocean here. Okay, I'm talking about seedlings. Oh, seedlings. Yeah, you want to wait till April, palm tree dude. Be safe. April. Stuff starting to bloom. Oh, nice. Cool. That's good, Blastoff. You got to like that. You got to like when things start to bloom. And winter is behind us now. Isn't it nice that it's spring? Like, I'm not a winter person. And winters here really aren't that bad, but I don't like winter. There's a beautiful Washington. Oh, yeah. Jane posted a picture, one on People Who Love Palm Trees. It's probably about 20 feet tall. Vincenze. And I've seen big ones in London, featured in Hardy Palm International many years ago. In our journal for the Palm Society, there was a big one growing in a guy's backyard, and it was probably about 18 feet tall. Where's that tall trachea that was planted in the 1950s? Well, you mean the one that was planted in the 1940s. That's growing in Tofino. It's growing in Tofino. We just got back on Monday from Tofino. It's planted in 1948. There's also tall ones growing in Victoria that were planted in the 1940s. Tofino's on the far west coast of the Big Island, Vancouver Island. Mark the 4th is sees blooming magnolia. Oh, nice. Yeah, there's magnolias blooming here. I see the star magnolia stellata blooming. I was at my ex's place the other day, and it's in full bloom. There's a big Washingtonian shower, 30 years old. That's cool. Yeah, there's some big ones growing in London, England, and same. Of course, the what's their lifespan of a Trachycarpus? I heard 150 to 200 years. That's what I've heard, but I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, I haven't seen any snake skin. I haven't seen any snakes here yet. No lizards or snakes yet. It's still, I think, too cool for them to come out. But there's certainly tons of frogs out. I mean, frogs go all winter here. Tree frogs make noise all winter. It's deafening when you go out there at night. I mean, they're croaking in the garden today when Wendy and I were working. But there's thousands of tree frogs. Forsythias are blooming here. They've been in full bloom for a while. Blast off. Only one way to find out. The fountain of youth. Yeah, I'm not going to live long enough to find out how long our trackies live, but our oldest one in the garden is 34 now, 34 years old. Planted that one in 87, February 87. And then in 86, I planted some Washingtonias and they died, which was my bad. Our crocuses have been blooming. Cool. And you got to like crocuses. Crocuses are nice. And yeah, daffodils been blooming here for a while. Snowdrops are totally done. A lot of the crocuses are done here now. Juan Bondsman would like the fountain. Yes, I'd like it too. Yeah, the yellow flowers on the bushes, those are forsythia. Also, Caria japonicas are in bloom. Rat situation. I got, you know where there's rats that are bad is in our shop at work. So I set a trap in there. I went in there the other day to grab, what did I grab? A weed eater. And I see this rat kind of scurry in behind the bags for our lawnmowers. So I went to the hardware store and I put a rat in there. So Monday morning, stay tuned for a video. There's, you know what I put in the rat trap? I put some cheesies. I put some cheesies in the rat trap. It's one of these black rat traps, and you just squeeze it and it opens up. They're deadly. So hopefully you'll catch that rat, but those rats make a mess in there. So I haven't caught any lately in my motorcycle garage, but they're still out there. We know they are. I don't like roof rats. They're nasty. Scotch brooms over the, oh yeah. There's a lot of broom here, man. It's a very invasive species on our island, Wyatt. I actually live in Greenland. They have very rare coconut zone 1B. Well, send us some coconut from Greenland. I think Greenland was actually green at one time, right? And now it's covered in ice and snow. But there is villages on Greenland, right? But I don't think you're going to find many palms there. Yeah, you're not going to find it. But you know what? In Iceland, it is probably possible for Trachycarpus to grow somewhere, right? In Iceland. Iceland's not as cold as you think it is. I think in the worst winters with a very minor protection, Trachycarpus might make it somewhere in Iceland. Look at the low temperature in Iceland. They don't seem to get that bad, really. But Greenland seems to be colder than Iceland. And it's funny, they call Greenland, Greenland, and Iceland, Iceland. Well, Iceland should be called Greenland, and Greenland should be called Iceland. So, talking about invasives, would you have any? Yeah, we have not. We some places on Salt Spring Island, I've seen it only in one place. It grows a lot more over on Vancouver Island. It's too dry and rocky here. But there's one place at one of our parks I've seen some Japanese knotweed. I'm imitating. Oh yeah, I haven't seen that